singing for me is something I feel very, very passionate about. And I decided, there came a point in my life where I decided to follow my heart, follow what I was passionate about and study music and sing.
It's really for those who want to get better at their instrument and want to have a place where they can dedicate their time towards getting really good at their instrument.
Basically I wanted to do music for a number of years, and I've sort of played around with it in my spare time and haven't really made much progress. So I came here just to get immersed in an environment where everyone's doing the same thing. You know, so there's lots of people to feed off, and you're sort of not forced to do it, but in an environment that's conducive to progress and learn.
To upskill, to immerse myself in a very musical environment.
I'm just trying to really explore the drum kit further and get everything out of it.
If you go into anything, even if you have a passion for it, or there's certain things you can teach yourself and you can take it so far. At that point I think it's really handy to have some professional help and advice with that, which is really what, I won't say it's the sole goal of the place to provide that, but it's certainly something that it does provide.
I think there's only so much that you can know maybe of your own accord through your own sort of learning by self, and then there comes a point where to get better you need to have professional input.
I believe that we're all created and called for a different purpose, and music's been in me since I was a kid, and I really want to bring it out. It's just another art form. If you're painting a painting or drawing a picture, it's working with different colours, and same with music, you're working with different colours, but it's audio colours instead of pictures.
Most of the tutors here are working musicians, or if they are now, they have been, so they don't know what it's like to be out there and doing it.
One-on-one each week for an hour with your major tutor.
My guitar tutor's one of the best guitarists you'll ever see, I think.
My drum tutor tells me everything I want to know.
I've got 2 people on the commercial course that I can basically come and talk to about anything anytime I need to.
If you have any questions about absolutely anything, whether it's technical based, musical based, even personal based, they're there.
We teach them, say, on their own individual instruments. They have individual tuition. There's a great element is to do with performance, to do with playing in a band.
Anyone can come and audition. Sometimes we've had people that have only ever sung in their shower or performed just for themselves coming along.
I ask them a lot of questions about their musicality, what experience they've had, give them some little test just to make sure that they're kind of going to be able to cope with some of the work that's expected of them.
We ask them to prepare 2 to 3 pieces of music. One of those they need to improvise on, or we'll ask them to improvise on a blues. We ask them to sit a little theory test, and also they do a couple of ear training things, which means we might play a note or two, get you to sing it, also maybe clap a rhythm back to us.
Most people that come in here are absolutely terrified, but what they need to do is kind of just deal with that just for a few moments.
And we take our time, we want to try to get past all those nerves and get people to do the best things that they can.
So I sort of freaked out because I'd never played jazz before.
It wasn't too scary because I had my blues prepared. I just banged the piano as hard as I could and tried to make it sound impressive, and they kind of thought that I was banging it a bit too hard.
For me it was, because it was one of my first formal kind of performances. I hadn't had much performance experience.
As a distance student I got to audition by video, so it was the funniest thing I've ever done in a long time.
The audition, lovely people, a little bit nerve-wracking, yes, but you're being tested, you're on the spot. However, it's not to see how good you are if you're good enough to get on the course, it's to see where you're at so that they know where you're at.
Theory consists probably about 50% of the course, and by theory I mean not just theory itself, but the study of keyboards, the study of improvisation and arranging, and about 50% of what you do here is performance. And the theory is really important because, as Branford Marsalis once said, there is no freedom without knowledge, and so the knowledge of all the theory stuff we give you gives you the freedom in your performance to do lots of different things and explore many different opportunities.
2 hours of theory a week, so And the tutors are really good. They give you practical examples of how you can use the theory.
Yeah, it's certainly how to score things and write out, but also it's just lots of things that you can apply to your playing.
Theory, I knew absolutely nothing about theory when I came, but I've managed to pick up an awful lot about it and managed to do very well in it, so I'm pretty happy about that.
Yeah, that's probably one of the strengths of the place. If you want that, which you do need that if you want to get work as a musician, which is a strange concept, but yeah, it does round off your skills overall when you learn a lot about how to communicate with other instruments, how to put things together, put projects together, and make sure things actually work.
Learned a lot of theory and love theory. Before I came here, I knew nothing about theory. I learned some scales, and that was all, and now I'm learning how to use them in music. And it's theory that's actually opened up my whole mind to music. Without theory, I don't know, it's all just dots on a page and you're just copying. But when you have theory, you start to understand what's going on in the music.
I think it's very possible to make a very good living out of music. So, something that was drummed into me was find out what you love doing and then find somebody that will pay you to do it.
There's a lot of avenues to be involved in music. Obviously, just playing music, working as a musician around the traps.
As a performer, there's lots of opportunities around town to perform in everything from small groups to rock bands to pit orchestras to do weddings and things. Also cruise ships, become a teacher, whether you teach full-time in a high school or work as an itinerant. That means that you go and visit different high schools and perhaps have private students at home.
Recording artist, getting into touring and being involved in record companies. And that can involve just playing covers or doing originals. Also there's the services, the armed services in New Zealand.
Composition and arranging for things from orchestras to commercials to television programs to writing songs for other people.
Plus also all the multimedia side of stuff, I think is a huge growth industry. Within certainly, so PlayStation 2's video production, TV production, film production. There's a whole age group now that is grown up being driven with visual force as well as sound production. So to realise that these two work well together, I think. We train as part of what we do, teach people about sort of multimedia, how to actually lay your music in against the video, etc.
I plan on being a full-time musician. I want to teach private students, even tutor. I'd love to be a tutor at even this institution because it's a lovely place, lovely facilities and a good group of tutors. So ultimately be a singer-songwriter and release albums.
But yeah, in terms of contacts, I think that's another really essential thing about this place is the people who you meet along the way is probably the most important thing.
One big community here, and it's pretty great working with people that connect on same levels.
It speeds up the process, I think. I think someone said it's like packing in 10 years of experience into 3 years.
I think what doing this course, what it's taught me is that there's actually a lot of other areas that I can branch out into.
I love it. I love the studio. I love the ensemble rooms and practices. I love performing now. I've gotten over that one.
Playing went just wow, just kicked off after I started studying here. And the crowd really loved it, and it's just, the feeling you get when people appreciate the music you do is just, cool. Yeah.